don't like to see fires in October.
No.
We kind of have a bad history with that. But
yes.
The weather seems to be cooperating, so it's helping firefighters today.
We got more beneficial rain coming. It's not going to be a major rain event here, but it is going to be the kind of rain that helps get the landscape even farther removed from our concerns of fire season. The storm from last week, by the way, did us a huge favor with that. Here comes a little more rain. And we looked at this at the top of the newscast a moment ago. This is the big picture aftermath. So what you're seeing on here is how much the total rainfall is going to look like by the time we get done with this system on early Monday. It's really not a lot. We can walk this from 1/100 of an inch of rain in Monterey to barely about 2/10 of an inch of rain for the North Bay. Go ahead and look at that number up there on the far north coast. That's where the storm's really focused. They're going to get 5 inches of rain up there. What we want to see, though, is the specifics in terms of timing. So let's bring it back home. Let's get ourselves oriented. Keep your eye up here. And I'm going to start this on Saturday morning because that's when the rain's going to begin for us. So we'll see the initial line of showers arriving by the time we get into Saturday pre-dawn. This is like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., right about here. See what's stretched out? There's a weak little cold front that's going to be marching its way right up into the North Bay as we get into the pre-dawn hours on Saturday. It's not terribly heavy, but it is organized enough that it'll hold together, that you're likely going to get some rain out of that. And if we play that forward, we'll watch it continue to march its way southward and get down to the Golden Gate by the time we get to around sunrise. But notice what's happened here. It's a lot weaker, way less there than what we were seeing in the North Bay. You get some rain here, but this is, when it looks like this is a scenario where you get a few light showers that just kind of move through real quick. You notice it and then you move on and you don't really get an impact on the day. But technically you can say you did get a little bit of rain. All right, let's take it from that point now and play it forward. And what we'll see as we do that is the next line of showers, as that works its way down to the South Bay, falls apart by the time it gets down here. This is Saturday morning by 11. That's the first little front. That's it. Most of Saturday is going to be fine. Look what happens as we play this through. Here's your timestamp. Now, this is Saturday afternoon. We're going into Saturday evening. There's really not a whole lot that happens here. And then we're waiting for the next little line to come through, and that shows up right up there. And you can see what we're looking at here. This is now going to be Sunday morning when the next band of rain comes in. And this one will be focused a little more likely in the North Bay. It looks a little better there. That's Sunday morning. I can play this forward until about noon. This is the high-resolution forecast imagery runs out on this by this point, but that's pretty much going to be the end of it. So by the time we get to Sunday at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, these showers are going to wind down and they'll be done. And if we take a look at how much we might get from this, we'll put some totals on here. We'll break this up. First, here are the numbers in general for the Bay. Go ahead and pick out some of those numbers on there. San Francisco maybe comes away with like 1/1500ths of an inch of rain. San Jose gets 200ths total. This is it for Saturday and Sunday. And Santa Rosa comes away with about 2/10 of an inch of rain. Come back out now for the wide view because I want to skip this down to Monterey. Those are the numbers up there for the Bay. Let's get down here. Let's get Santa Cruz and Monterey and get your numbers on here. And Salinas, same story here. You're really not going to get a whole lot out of this. You got a chance to see a little bit of rain. I just don't anticipate that you're really going to get a whole lot. Meantime, you still have tomorrow, which looks great. No rain. We'll wake up with a little bit of the marine layer in the morning, and then it'll be mainly high clouds and a beautiful day with daytime highs coming up into the low 70s. Same story. Let's get this down to Monterey and pick out your numbers as well. It's a beautiful Friday, no rain here. It's not until we get into Saturday morning, specifically up in the North Bay, before you even start to see that. So here's what it looks like in the 7-day forecast. It's going to look pretty busy on here for those couple of days. I mean, you look at Saturday and Sunday, and it's just generically rain. Most of Saturday, you're not getting rained on, but in the morning. Most of Sunday, you're not getting rained on again, but kind of in the late morning, and then it should be done. And then look what happens back here. We're going back to the low 80s. By the middle of next week, we're going right back into late summer again. Let's not block Thursday. Thursday will be pretty nice too. And we'll just show you what this looks like for the Bay. And the timing, of course, on the rain is the same. And you get a nice little warm up too. By the middle of next week, San Francisco will be back in the low 70s.